Okay, ignore all previous absence and silence from me.
That's a big yikes.
A new Monster Hunter Wilds trailer just dropped, so it's time for my impressions slash thoughts. Aside from the massive drop that is the release date for Wilds, which I hope and pray all of you stay alive until then, and furthermore, you know, rethinking that statement, that sounds like a weird thing to say, and am I allowed to say that in a video?
Nuh-uh.
Look, Wilds is being released February 28th, 2025. Oh no, who would have thought? We all know this by now. Which, all things considered, isn't that far away. But I still kind of expect them to drop more trailers and infos about the game during this time lapse. But we're not here to talk about that.
You're goddamn right.
We're here to talk about this beautiful and immaculate trailer, which I'm not going to waste any time, so let's just get right into it.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
I already know this game is going to be heavily focused on the story, or at least as heavy as a Monster Hunter story can get. Look, everyone's gonna keep stroking how Monster Hunter 4 has the greatest story in this series, but if I may intervene, nostalgia aside, I think Worlds and Rise, expansion included, did a beautiful job at storytelling as it is. Characters, lore, monsters, you name it. All of it is just a spectacle in its own right, but if we were to compare every trailer for each generation to Wilds, it really feels like we're getting the best story for Monster Hunter so far. I know, a bold claim, but I'm kind of sticking with it.
I'm not laughing. I'm not.
And oh my god, look at this scenery. Look at the Scarlet Forest, right? That's the Scarlet Forest? I'm not confusing it with another environment, but look at it. It doesn't matter. Oh my god, I'm currently guzzling right now. Look at all this. Oh my god, no. I'm a huge fanatic when it comes to the Monster Hunter immersion, especially when it comes to the environment. So all of this, oh my god, give it to me, Homelander.
Yummers.
We have a new monster reveal, and just like that, their name is Duna. That wasn't a joke. That was me actually thinking if I should just say look, I'm just gonna say Duna to prevent this from happening again. And my opinion and impression on it, I kind of don't care. I'm not gonna hold you. It looks majestic and unique, but it's definitely not my cup of tea, which is fine. Not everything has to cater to my taste, so if some of you love this creature for its design, good for you. I'm happy to know this creature's existence isn't in vain, but I kind of want to draw our focus on this part of the trailer, because yes, I've been calling it since when? Look, I'm not a massive Quematrice fan, but rest assured, this brings us one step closer to his arrival, because now we're shown that these monsters can have massive influence in the landscape that they harbor, and if Duna can cause a tidal wave like this, whoo, you bet your sweet cheeks Quematrice is gonna do some buck wild shit. And is it copium? Of course it is. Until any monster is confirmed, it's always going to be copium. But if I can direct you to my bingo card here, as you can see, my opinion is quite validated. So don't mess with like my guru prediction here, okay? Oh my god, look at this. Look at the Dushiguma just walking around. It looks so vibrant and beautiful. And look, we even have fishing back. We have fishing back. In a large area of water, we're fishing, where large monsters can have influence on the landscape, and we're just fishing. Please, Capcom, please don't do this right now. Please, I was fine. We were fine without his presence. I really don't want to see that thing back, Capcom. So if you could just do me a massive favor and keep it away from Wilds, that'd be nice, because this whole sequence right here, even the way that the fish is being animated coming out already, no. And my thalassophobia just kicked in. Wow, it's just nightmare after nightmare for me. But that aside, the Scarlet Forest is looking super fucking gorgeous as an environment, especially when it's daytime and there's like no downpour or whatever. I just hope it's not as convoluted as the ancient forest. Yes, the inevitable return of Cha-Cha and Kiamba. Man, how much I would love that. But jokes aside, this little group of Linens is as cute as they come. Look at those little masks, the little teeth, the animation. Oh my god, so beautiful. And well, just like that, we have our next reveal, which is Quematrice? Quematrice? Yeah? So I'm in a weird state with this monster because typically my favorite species are the brute wyverns, and I'm once again in a state of I kind of don't care about this one. Look, I would infinitely prefer Duna over this because this is just not for me. Straight up looks like a chicken with a scorching tail, but then again, this monster exists, so am I really to say? Look, I'm just being honest with you guys, and if it hurts anyone's feelings, well, hey, you could take it over there.
That's it. The WhiteWraith. It's real.
And lastly, our flagship monster. Just as you saw and heard the intense and dramatic OST in the back, the scream at the beginning, the cutscene itself, the ghastly design, oh yeah, Gore, you've got some competition. And while we're on the topic of his design, I typically wouldn't mention this game on any Monster Hunter topic, but like, this monster is giving me Silas vibes for those that have played League. Hear me out. The chains, the purple glow aesthetic, his face. Okay, maybe the face was a stretch. Look, I'm just traumatized by League at this point. Overall, what's my impressions and thoughts on Arkveld? Arkveld? Look, whatever. Well, he has a pretty solid monster design in my opinion, especially for a flagship monster for this generation. And compared to the rest of the monsters we've been shown, it's easy to see how he's a complete contrast to the roster so far. We have no idea how he's gonna fight, obviously, and aside from his species being long thought to be extinct, which, welcome to your extinction event, there's no doubt in my mind that many fans are gonna love this flagship already just by the design alone. Look. He's got the design locked down. If you don't believe me, look at the cover arts on some of these. The OST, if that little clip of the OST is his OST, then you already know it's gonna be a gorgeous fight. And most importantly, you really can't go wrong with anything named the WhiteWraith, can you? Only time will tell if this monster lives up to the expectations we all have, but I'm certain this is a Gormagala dilemma again, where we're gonna know little about this monster, but he's probably gonna have the most drastic impact in the game so far, and probably the series moving forward. So yeah, you can color me impressed. This monster is definitely... But now that we have our flagship and release date revealed, it's safe to say that I am still stoked for this game. I still believe we'll get more trailers and info drops in the coming months, but whether or not that happens, I'm unsure. And if you're a PC user like me, here are the specs. Get ready to cry and scream. And with that, I hope to see all of you in Wilds. And until then, I am going to be working on my next videos for both Monster Hunter and, well, me, you know. I'll be posting on the community tab, so keep an eye out. But you know how many times I've said that, and, well, whether or not you trust me, you know, blah, 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 blah. But the most important part, Capcom, please, no Plesioth. I beg you, please. I don't need this in my conscience. I'm extremely scared and uncomfortable right now. I just don't want to see that thing. Please.